Hey, this is David B69. Welcome to today's video. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and hit the notification bell for future videos. Let's get on to the show.
Hey everybody, this is David B69, live from my wonderful hotel room. It's been a really nice stay, and really comfortable. Matter of fact, I was so comfortable, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. Why would I wake up at 5 o'clock this morning when I'm in a comfortable hotel room? Oh, I was excited for day one of SEGE. I couldn't contain my excitement anymore, and I just was really eager to go. I never really eat breakfast. I wound up going down, getting myself my complimentary breakfast here, and which was really good. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, then I basically waited a little while and just chilled in the room and everything, just chilling, watching some TV. And then it was finally time to go to SEGE. Got there, I guess 5 minutes before they basically said they were opening. I mean, they said people were waiting for over an hour and a half to get in. Number one, I don't see any need that you actually need to wait that long to get into the building. It really was kind of ridiculous because they had it kind of wrapped around, and they took down the entire belt system so people could go in pretty much all at once. I mean, I was way in before a lot of the other people that showed up early. Not because I was trying to cheat them, but because there's no point in coming that early. It's not, the door frame is so wide, and there's just no reason to really wait. And heck, I even getting a t-shirt. I basically just had my card and I said, I'm getting this shirt and what's called, and I'm handing you my ticket. And she's like, cool, okay. And that was it. So really just not a big deal. I was just trying to help them so they didn't have extra work to do. And that's what I did. So as you probably can see, I'm wearing stuff, the shirt and everything that I grabbed. And they give you this really cool swag bag. I love me a good swag bag. It's really cool. And it's nice. I like to have good stuff in my swag bag. So what did I get in my swag bag? Well, got a lot of little papers and stuff and everything. I mean, it's video game cavern. And it's they have a coupon and everything, and that says in the entry form at a flagship store location for the chance to win. And it says one drawing per SM thing, and the drawing will be held at 8 o'clock, July 23rd, 2023. Number one, I'm not going to be nowhere near town. I'm not going to be driving back down and everything to even do anything with the prize. So yeah, that's kind of a wasted piece of paper. I mean, I think it's good for them, but really nothing else. There's a nice sticker I can put in my fridge or on the game room. It's hard to say. There's an Xbox code here to get a free game. It's cool. There's a thing for two dudes gaming. Here's 8-bit Eric from the Super Show, and the video game cavern. Like I said, it's just an advertiser, where the game never ends. So it's a little cool, little bracelet and stuff. And then there was this Their World's a trading card game, and it came with basically a collectible thing and stuff. It's from the Southeast Game Exchange, so it's kind of all linked together. And also got two interesting controllers. This one's for the Switch, It doesn't look horrendous, but it's interesting. What's called interesting, the way the stand and stuff, all that fun stuff is. So I'm perfectly fine with that. And yeah, I mean, I'll definitely try this on the Switch and see how it plays. So very happy about that. Never heard of Next Lux, so whether it's good or not, I really don't know. And the other thing that I got this was very interesting because I was never anticipating a Pro Controller for the Wii U. Now, I really like this controller because it has like pretty much an outline of a Super Nintendo controller on the face, which is really cool. Just an interesting idea, and I think it's really cool. Again, this one's also by Netflix, so I thought that was really cool. I did go. This happened during the middle of the day, like after like some of the crowds were dying down, and it was in between some of the discussions and groups and stuff that they had, which were like really cool and everything. Shout out to those guys and that were doing these things. It was actually really cool. And yeah, I got Sephiroth, the actor, his signature, and it was like really cool. I got to talk to the guy for like a good 5-10 minutes, and he was like really appreciative of my story. And it was just really nice, just connecting with people. Speaking of people, I gotta give it's like yesterday I really wasn't like at my greatest. I was really tired. I was just completely exhausted. So I think I read a lot into things that weren't truly true. And yeah, so it's like my brain was like saying, everybody was like so nice to me today. I was like super happy and stuff. Seeing Drinking Games with Josh, and you'll see the stuff and everything that that he gave to me and stuff, which is a huge shout out to him, and shout out and everything to the Retro Rivals, and also to Pixel Game Squad, which they were like really cool and everything. A lot of them came to me and everything, and were basically talking to me for a little bit, which I was like really cool. And also the who else? There was couple of nerds. So couple of nerds and stuff and everything, they were really nice. And I have something and everything that I don't know if they still need it, but I'll keep it as part of my collection if they don't. But this video will basically be up whether I wind up giving her it again tomorrow if she doesn't need it. If she doesn't need it, but I'll go over all that then. First off, we'll do the stuff with Drinking Games with Josh. He gave me this cool like coaster thing. Definitely got to take it out of its. I gotta take it out of its thing, but it's like really cool. I mean, it's like really well designed, which I really respect. And inside the box, yeah, it's really weird. It's an advertisement for the sleeves. So it's like really cool. It's a video game dust sleeve advertisement. A Drinking Games with Josh sticker. And hopefully I'll remember to edit out my bald head. Oh. Yeah, and it's another sleeves button. So really cool. I thought this was like really cool because it was unnecessary and I really just like enjoy it. So definitely something I'll probably wind up cutting this out, I guess, or doing something. Because I don't know. It's not balanced or anything like that, but maybe I'll just basically put it in the background in my room. I don't know. I still have to figure that one out. But he also gave me this like really, really cool, it's called Kinga Man. And I'm like, I was like, when I first looked at it, I'm like, it's like Mega Man. Why would I get he give me Mega Man? But now it's like, then I saw it's Kega Man, and it's ink whiskey, entertainment flask, to basically just pour your own drinks in and take it on the go, and yeah, you can enjoy it and everything wherever you are. Basically to take a little light off your mood, as they say. It's like really cool. You just basically get it, you drink it, you feel all good, and there's even like a drinking game at the bottom. I know in the back of the cart, which is like just like I said, it's really cool. I like that kind of stuff. That there's a little sense of humor to it. He also was able to give me FIFA Street 2 on the PS2. Very excited to have this. It is without the manual, but I know I can find a manual for this game. So I know that I will make this complete. So, matter of fact, I think that's one of my goals for tomorrow is to try to find a manual. I saw places that actually were selling just manuals. And yeah. And the other thing that was part of our trade was The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare, which is like really cool. I'm like really happy about that. And then he was like, we're looking at other things that we could possibly trade, but I didn't bring anything really too much in. Gave me Super Game Boy, which he didn't give it to me. I actually paid him cash for it, but he gave me a really good deal. He basically charged me $25, and later on the floor, I was checking it out, and they were like selling for like a little over 40. So I'm gonna make him pay for that. It's like that. That's like an abundant amount of kindness, and I do really appreciate it. Now, for items that I picked up from the show floor, and there's a lot of goodness here. And like these 3 N64 games were the ones that broke my my con virginity, as you could say. These were the first games that I've actually like purchased, and this is Aiden Chronicles. Vigilante 8, Second Defense, and Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Like totally like extremely happy. The guy and everything was basically giving me prices. I mean, these prices were below price charting, which is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get some kind of deal where I'm at least at or below price charting. And yeah, it's exactly what I got. So it's really cool. Next up, I got some Super Nintendo games. First up is Super Street Fighter 2, which is like really cool. Then I was able to take one of the things off my list, Super Off-Road Baja. And this last game was not something I was looking for. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if it's something that Mary wanted from Couple of Nerds, but I picked it up because she mentioned it, and I found out that there's 2, 3, and 4 on the Super Nintendo, and that is Romance 2 of the Three Kingdoms. Now, this is like I said, it's a really nice copy. But like I said, I don't know if she like actually needs 2 or if she's after 3. They were all reasonably priced. The games were really reasonably priced. So, and I was so exhausted at the end of the day. I wound up messaging Josh because I mentioned to Josh that it's like I was trying to find them and I couldn't find them. And if she does want that game and everything, basically it's just not a big deal because I'm basically just having the game right now. But it's like if she needs it and everything, and she was trying to search for it, I'd much rather go to her because it's the only reason I picked it up was if she needed it, because I couldn't find her right there on the floor at that time. And that's what you kind of do. I just feel it's just the appropriate thing to do is to try to find somebody. But like I said, this isn't going to be releasing until probably Monday, because I'm thinking day 0 and day 1 will be on Monday, and then on Tuesday we'll do another one and stuff for part 2 for day 2, which will be tomorrow. So I'm excited for that too. The last one here, I was able to get this clean, nice copy of Parasite Eve 2. It's really nice. I'm really stoked up about it. Okay, since I opened a sticker, I just trusted that they were legitimate. But it's like the Parasite Eve 2, and it's like for some reason, here is disc 1. Here is the beautiful manual, which is like really in remarkable shape. And for some reason they had inside the first sleeve, they had disc 2 in that, but there's no disc holder there. So it's kind of like leaving it flopping around, which isn't cool, which I'm not happy about that part, but I'm happy to have Parasite Eve 2. Now I have Parasite Eve 1 and 2, and I really do want to, really need to start playing this RPG because it's such I've heard such great things about it, and I really want to play them. So the next ones, this next 2 games and stuff, I wasn't shopping for, but I knew that these were nice, really nice games, and at really reasonable prices. This was a buy one, get one free. Yes, I mean, buy one, get one free, and these games were basically at price charting value. So I'm like getting a game for free, super excited to get Rumble Roses complete. And I'm talking about how complete are we talking? I got a receipt inside of it. It is from McKay Books. And apparently this person bought Rumble Roses for $9. And this is back in 2021, this isn't long. They also got DVD Road is Jericho. PS2, they got Dave Mirra Freestyle, Wii U, Ben 10 Omniverse, and Midway Arcade, and that's it, basically. But yeah, so apparently they had a bunch of trade credit and other things, and it's just kind of wild and stuff that they left that receipt in there. I'm going to throw that away because it's not like an original receipt or something that would have value to me. But it does give you a little bit of the history of it. So, I mean, I don't even know where this McKay Books is even located. It's kind of weird that they don't even normally you have some kind of address or something on that stuff. But yeah, I used to have a lot of fun with this game back in the day. So I'm like really excited to plug this in and start playing that. And another series that I really liked, R-Type Final. I know these games, the R-Type series is really difficult and like a lot of fun. So I'm super excited to put this in my collection. And of course it's complete, which is really nice. And the last game is the biggest hitter of all, and it was for my son. Yeah, insert the little Ricky, for my son. But yeah, that is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn on the Wii. Talked to several people, several vendors, and I mean, everybody was like really nice. They were telling me, it's like, yeah, you're not going to find Radiant Dawn. It's just one of those games that's like impossible to find. You're not going to find it. I heard that over and over again, that people were saying, you're not going to find it. So I'm like hunting around, and I'm like going through everybody's Wii games. And I was like completely amazed. And then I found it, and I basically brought it out to the guy, and he's like, well, it's like, what's it called? I really don't know what the value of that game is and stuff. Let me check it up on price charting. He looked it up on price charting, right there, then and there, and said, this is what the price is. And I'm like, this is like really cool. And yeah, so it was like, this is like really cool. I'm like super excited to have this as part of my collection. So yeah, Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn, and I talked to my son, and he is super stoked about this, and he's looking forward to the lack of time in his life that he's going to be playing this game. So it's really cool. And I'll eventually wind up playing the game at some point, because I mean, how often do you get it? And yeah, it's like apparently on Amazon or on eBay, getting a complete copy of this game, it's like over like twice what I paid for it, which is like really awesome. But right now, I want it just as part of my collection. So we'll see how long that lasts, because it's like my wife even knows what the value of the game is, and she's like, yeah, you need to sell that ASAP. I'm like, no. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that is it for today. Like I said, I'm like really super excited and stuff. I felt like so much better just being able to have like real conversations with real people, and I felt more of a connection today because I'm getting to know them and they're getting to know me. So I think that's where a lot of this stands, is they don't know me from Adam, and I didn't know them from Adam. So they foster a relationship on something that you don't really know somebody. It's just really, really hard to say. And like I said, I think it's a lot of it is part of my anxiety and stress, and it's like basically going through all the stuff that I go through. It's just really, really hard. And I do what I can, but sometimes it's just not good enough. But the shows were like really good, and I met Square Pegs today. I forgot to mention, I met Square Pegs, and Jay and everything was super cool. He was able to teach me a while back on how to go online and apply to get games and stuff and everything to review. And I'm like, this is so super cool. I haven't done one in a while because I just generally and everything, my head hasn't been exactly perfect recently. But yeah, and yeah, during this video, some points and stuff, I'll have other stuff on here. The other thing that I did is I wound up grabbing a hip burger. I was able to grab a hip burger, which is really cool because it's like they don't have them up north. And they're actually closed on Sundays. They're like Chick-fil-A, where they're closed on Sundays, and that kind of part is like kind of wild, and it made me super happy that I was able to go out and get one today, because with tomorrow being Sunday, kind of hard to get one if they're closed on Sundays. So it wound up being a good call on my part to get that burger today. So that's basically all I have for today. Until next time, this is David B69. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really have been enjoying SEGE. It's been a great time. I hope everybody else is doing fine. And yeah, until next time, this is David B69, and I'm out. Peace out.